Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Weeding Out the Stoned on 420. Hello. Please grab your seats. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's 420. This is Weeding Out the Stoned, the game show of sobriety tests. And on 420, it's our 420 edition. It's crazy how things like that work. So here's the deal. So for tonight's show, I was telling you guys earlier, you'll be voting along with the entire show. Everybody's high but one. We're trying to find who that one sober person is. And one of the ways we're going to be voting tonight is with menti.com. If you use your browser on your phone and go to menti.com, M-E-N-T-I, and plug in tonight's code, 152072-8, you can vote along from your phone. We might even ask you a full question that needs a sentence in response. Tonight's code is 152072-8, just for you guys playing along with us. There'll be a few different ways to play along. But yeah, that's tonight's code. It'll be at the top of the screen so you can see it at any time. But yeah, this is Weeding Out the Stoned, the game show of sobriety tests. I ask this all the time, but how many people have been to Weeding Out the Stoned before? A couple of snaps. Interesting. We played a lot of poetry clubs back in the 80s. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we went the beatnik route with Weeding Out the Stoned for a long time. I'm glad to see you're back with us, you know? So how many people is this their very first time? I love it. Well, you seem to know already. This is a very interactive comedy game show. We're trying to figure out who is stoned, who is sober. There are so many games we're going to play that are sobriety tests, but everything. Take note of everything. Like, I'll tell you right now, I'm a little high. It's fucking 420. What do you want from me? But sometimes it can be that easy. You didn't really have to pull that out of me. I was on stage for 2 minutes, and I had to blurt it, all right? Sometimes it's like that. Listen for everything. Pay attention to the tests. Pay attention to how everybody else is voting. That's how it's going to go tonight. This is, Weeding Out the Stoned. Since most of you guys, it's your... we're going to try out Menti real quick, if you guys don't mind. So has anyone plugged in that code yet? Hey, rock and roll. So you can just vote right now. Favorite holiday? Is it Independence Day, 420, President's Day, Boxing Day, or Flag Day? These are the most exciting holidays I could think of. A couple of people like 420. See how you see this percentage up there? This is how this software works. We're interacting with the software, the user interface. 100% think 420. You sometimes can vote for multiple things. Flag Day. All of a sudden is second place. How did that happen? People love flags. That's how it is. So this is how this works. You see how you'll see the rankings pop up. Independence Day, all of a sudden. This isn't favorite movies. Independence Day is all right. I like hot dogs too. Boxing Day, this is America. Go fuck yourself. So that's we'll do one more of these. So rank these stoner songs. You can just rank them. Because I Got High by Afro Man, Rocky Mountain High by John Denver, a classic weed song, Sweet Leaf by Sabbath. Yeah, right. Get up here. You want to see this. Marijuana by Reverend Horton Heat. Recommended. And Smoke Two Joints by the Toys. Originally by the Toys. People didn't know that. They thought Sublime wrote that. No. Yeah. Because I Got High, everybody loves it, for sure. I get it. Definitely. Smoke Two Joints. People like Rocky Mountain High. Hey, I'll sing along with you. That sounds great. Nobody likes Sabbath. Everybody hates the 70s. No, I don't know. Well, that's how this works. So see how it pops up here. You vote from your phone. You guys are doing great. You guys understand Menti? You guys aren't 87 years old? I get you. So here's the rules to our game show tonight. So every player tonight has smoked cannabis or had a gummy or all sorts of stuff tonight except for one. One of them has remained sober. They narked anonymously on the rest of them. So I have to find out who that sober person is. We have to unmask the one sober person. And we're going to do that through a series of sobriety test games. And after a little while, we'll vote people off that we don't want to be distracted by anymore, we think are definitely stoned, and we're going to eliminate those people. But we'll be voting the entire time. So just like you guys will be voting with menti.com, sometimes I'm going to ask you who you think is stoned more directly, all right? We're going to have some interaction. I'll say each player's name one by one after a certain game or so. And if you think that player is stoned, you're going to cheer really loudly for them, all right? So let's try this one out real quick. So pretend that I'm high. I guess I'm high, so you could cheer. Let's try this one out real fast. So if you think someone is really stoned and you want to eliminate them during the elimination round, you want to voice your opinion that that person is definitely high. When I say their name, you're going to cheer really loudly for them. Let's try that one real quick. What are you going to do when you think someone is stoned? Alex. Exactly. And a really big applause will definitely eliminate that person. Like golf clap and a few woos. Maybe we'll keep them in till the next round. People think they might be kind of stoned, but it's from a different time period. And during that same elimination round, we're going to use a similar technique for if we think somebody might be the sober person. If we want to give them immunity and we want to keep them into the next round, we don't want them to be eliminated. We want more data on them. When I say their name during the elimination round, if you want to give them immunity, you think they might be sober, you're going to point at them and yell narc, all right? People are excited to do this. I can tell. I get it. So let's try that one out real quick. Pretend that I'm sober. I'm not. No, I'm fine. But when you want to give someone immunity, you think they might be the sober person, what are you going to do? Alex. Exactly. A point. And a point is like an exclamation point. So definitely get those fingers out there and point at the people you think are sober, narcs. And even one or two narcs can be convincing that somebody might be the sober person, that you want to keep them into the next round, and you're telling everybody, you're voicing your opinion. Let's try them both out one more time. What are you going to do when you think someone is stoned? Alex. What are you going to do when you think someone is sober? Alex. Fantastic. And sometimes I might be asking, like, we're looking for more who the narc is. We're looking for more who we think is stoned and we want to eliminate. We're going to play around with it. It's 420. So those are the basic rules. Now, we have high players. We also have high stakes. Here's the deal. I have a giant bowl of candy. Yeah, pretty good. I know. I'm going to even throw a little bit of this candy out here, on stage just for a second, just as, to tempt them. This is our next... This is our next rule. This is a rule we call the Munchies rule. And we're going to have each of our players, basically, if any of our players eat any of this floor candy while the games are still taking place, they obviously have the Munchies, and they are automatically eliminated, all right? So you watch out if somebody eats this floor Twix after I stepped on it, because they're fucking high, all right? I've seen people talk themselves out of a ticket before, truth be told. Oh, by the way, this is mostly a cop-themed show. I've been undercover. But yes, so I'm trying to find the sober person. You know how it is. This is my cruel and unusual game show. So yeah, those are our basic rules. I have one final hint for you guys. So I've done the show, honestly, at this point. I think this tour, we hit 150 somehow. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. No, it's not 420. You'll clap then, but thank you. Yeah. So, right, I've done this show so many times. People have tried their hardest to spot the sober narc. Everybody up here is a comedian. They're all going to say things that are funny. Don't just eliminate people in the end because you think they're funny. Like, eliminate them because they're acting really stonery. Does that make sense? It's like, don't eliminate silly, eliminate stupid. That you'll know when it's what I mean. All right. You'll know. So that's my one final hint for you guys. Who thinks they're going to spot the narc tonight? 6 people. One guy's practicing his narcs, though. I like your strategy. That's great. So, yeah, I've got a bunch of candy, and I'll be asking you guys things directly for maybe a early piece of candy, an early bonus, let's say. This is your first job at the department. You guys are all new recruits. I'm going to deputize you right now. Done. Okay. That's how I do it. But yeah, are you guys ready to meet our... I have one it's 420. We have this extra special guest. How about that? Isn't that awesome? I know. I'm so excited. Please give it up for the very funny Jim Tews, everybody. Clap it up for Jim Tews. There he is. Guys, thank you so much, Jim. Yeah, here you go. Thanks for being here with us in Jersey City. And yeah, welcome. Welcome to Weeding Out the Stoned.
Hi.
Yeah.
It's a pre-pandemic photo of me.
There it is, man. But this was taking a long time to load. All right, but yeah, Jim, thanks for being here. So, you're not on trial right now. You're a guest. But you can tell us. Are you stoned right now?
I am not, and that's how I got to become the special guest. I said, Alex, I get too panicky if I'm high in front of people. So I would like to do the show, and then you made this special accommodation for me, which I greatly appreciate.
Yes. Well, it is 420. We do want to do things that are special, and we're excited you're here. And Jim, here's the thing. What I'm going to ask you tonight at several different points, you have maybe the hardest job in here.
Good thing I'm sober.
So, yeah, it may be. This is why I brought it up. This is the thing. So when everyone's deciding, it is going to be your final decision. We're going to give you lots of data in different forms, and you're going to watch the show just like everybody else. You can feel free to ask people things in the crowd, specifically what they think, but it is going to be your final decision when we do eliminate somebody.
That's a lot of pressure.
It's a ton of pressure.
Wish I had something to relax me.
Would you like a piece of candy? Do you like a Twix?
Yeah, I'll have Twix.
There you go. Yeah, relax. It's going to be fine. We're going to help you out, right? We're going to help Jim out, right? Yeah.
I'm all working for you.
We're all in this together.
You're a representative.
Yes, exactly. So, Jim, do you have any last thoughts about, like, your ability to definitely spot a stoner? Do you think being sober is going to help you? Anything like that?
No, I know most of these people, so I might be able to tell because I've seen them in various states of disarray. But I don't think I have any special skill. My dad was a cop. I'm telling you one.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge.
So if anything, I'm good at hiding the fact that I'm intoxicated from him.
I think you'll be able to use that.
Yeah, I mean he was really good at spotting it. So maybe I inherited it.
I think
Hope not. What a shit skill.
Well, guys, give it up for Jim Tews, right? Clap it up. And yeah, Jim, anytime you need to ask a question of these guys or anything, feel free to jump in. Well, you guys want to meet our players this evening? Well, come on up here. Give them a round of applause as they get up on stage. Come on up. Find your seat. Find where you want to go. Take everything into account, too. This is a good time. If you brought a notebook and a writing utensil, this is a good time to start taking notes, all right, for later. What are they wearing? What do they like? Where are they sitting? Where do they go? Why would they go around that way? Take it all into account, all right? Everybody's different, but remember, all of them are stoned but one, all right? So take it all into account. Does someone up here, real quick, I just want to, for a starburst, I want to ask a question real fast. Does anyone want to volunteer real fast? Quick question. Seattle? What's your name? Ashi, everybody. Oh, here's your starburst. Ashi, so just on sight alone, who do you think is definitely stoned? Who is obviously just stoned to you? Guy in the blue sweatsuit? Maybe on pizza. No, I don't know. Well, now you're on the hot seat. There you go. Yeah. Fascinating. So, yeah, we just want to, Jim, anybody jump out to you? What do you think about what people are wearing?
They all look fucking stoned to me. Every last one of you heathens.
You might be right. Yeah, exactly. Well, let's meet our players individually. You know what I mean? Here we go. Here we go. So, we might have to pass that down. I believe we have, give it up first to your first player, Amanda. Amanda, everybody.
Hi.
Just to get to know each of these players before we even get into any games. Amanda, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I'm great. I'm very good.
Fantastic.
Who else wants to know?
I think they all do. These are all we're just scratching the surface so far. Do you have any strategy tonight?
I'm just gonna stay as sober as I can and be as truthful as possible because I always tell the truth. I never lie.
Strategy. See? I love it. Great. Fantastic. Let's see who's next. Justin, everybody. Clap it up for Justin. Justin, yeah, how's it going?
Everything's good. How are you?
Oh, very polite. I'm doing fine. Thank you so much for asking. Justin, are you confident that you're going to make it to the end?
Yeah, look at that headshot. That guy's not fucking around. I sent that to my day job because I don't like it, and I'm trying to get fired. They're like, "Do you have a recent photo?" I'm like, "Yeah, put this one."
Fantastic stuff. Justin, everybody. Yeah. Pass this to Joe. This is the highest resolution shot I could find of you on the internet.
Oh, hell yeah. That was from 14 years ago. Damn, man, what happened to me? Yikes.
Joe, good question. So what's happened in the last 14 years?
I don't know. It's fucking sobriety. So hopefully this will serve as a cautionary tale.
There you go. Yeah, are you feeling confident? Do you have a strategy tonight?
Overwhelmed. I don't know, man. I saw the New Jersey Police Department outside ready to fucking bust us. So I don't know, man. Just keep my nose clean, I guess.
Ah, there you go. I love this. The way this is. We haven't even entered the games yet. Give it up for Joe. Pass that down to Zach. And keep that going for Zach, everybody. Your next player is Zach.
Oh, thank you.
Zach, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great, Alex.
That's awesome. Do you have a strategy tonight? How are you feeling about the games?
Just, determination and stamina. I would say, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fantastic stuff, Zach, everybody. Give it up for Zach. So I guess we've done like the first four. Jim, do you have any questions of our first four? Actually, I should be asking you if you have any specific questions.
No,
of these
I just
guys.
want to know where you got all our old headshots.
Oh man, Google Images.
Oh, I didn't realize. That's bad, yeah.
Yeah. Who does it? I don't know. I didn't text everybody. Sorry. Sometimes it's a conversation starter. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, did anyone feel free to comment more on your headshot?
That cost a lot of money, I will tell you. Yeah.
It's a good picture.
Yeah. He's a nice guy. Took it. Yeah.
There you go. It's great. Well, here we go. So let's pass that down to Jordon. Jordon, everybody. Give it up for Jordon.
All right. You spelled my name wrong on the card there, just so you
fuck.
know. It's Jordon.
Man,
That's how you spell my name.
You know what's terrible?
The
I had it
attention to
right,
detail
and I
that you-
overcorrected is what I did. Just to explain myself to nobody.
I don't mind the headshot, but the name. You fucked up the name, and that's really the most important part of having a headshot.
I'm going to try and edit it.
If they want to Google me afterwards, there are other Jordon Ferbers out there that spell it that way, and that would be incorrect.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know. Anything?
I was afraid it was going to be like an older headshot, but no. I would have figured. I didn't figure the name was going to be wrong.
Well, Jordon, I hate to ask you this, but how are you?
I was doing great until a moment ago. I think I was. I think I started to have more anxiety about how this night's going. Whatever. My strategy is to expect the unexpected. So well played, sir.
Yeah. Don't worry. I think people are falling in love. Yeah. I mean, do you have more strategy? How are you thinking about how the night's gonna go?
I mean, I think it's already off to a pretty weird start. So
Fantastic. Jordon, everybody. Give it up for Jordon. Jim, nice headshot?
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right, there you go. Give it up for Lauren, everybody. I swear, these are the high-res photos of you guys on the internet that I could find at 6:30 p.m. But Lauren, how are you doing tonight?
So great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, but somebody else had already asked. I can't say you're polite. It's just a thing.
Good. Yeah.
You know.
I guess I wouldn't either.
Just as a strategy, if you're trying to play off somebody else.
Did I lose already? Did I just lose first?
Of course not.
Oh, fuck.
Do you have any tricks you're going to throw out there? You have anything you're trying to strategize with tonight?
Yeah, I'm probably going to make eye contact with every single one of you. Going to try to give everyone else the candy and not be like psyched out myself while I'm touching the candy. I might eat the candy. I'm going to try really hard to really fuck everyone else up.
I like that strategy. There you go. Hell yeah. Give it up for Lauren. Pass that to Ben. Ben, give it up for Ben, everybody. Your next player.
Hey, thank you. I've been reading a lot about the CIA today, but I'm not high though. So what's up, Alex? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess I don't know enough about the CIA.
I don't either. I read a lot though, so
Hell yeah. Quantico?
couldn't tell you, man.
Yeah, there you go. Well, hell yeah, man. So you're doing good then?
I think so. I'm optimistic about it. Yeah.
Well, you're feeling like it's going to help you out with tonight's show, the cop element, the Central Intelligence Agency element.
Yeah, I think I'm going to show my intelligence and my information gathering.
All right, there you go. Ben, everybody. Give it up for Ben. Oh, my God, I was doing this. Give it up for Dan Friggolette, everybody. Give it up for Dan. Oh, man. I can't believe
got my
I
whole
did that.
name wrong.
I totally.
So.
I got. Yeah, Jordan's feeling good right
Does
now.
Ben's name have a hyphen? Like, this is a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, does it? Now I'm not
Does your name
confident
have
in
a
anything.
hyphen in it? Okay. All
My
right.
fault. Yeah, exactly.
That's a lot.
Dan,
Wait,
how are you doing before
I'm all right. Am I really not allowed to eat the floor candy? Is that an actual?
You want to test it out?
Is that an actual elimination?
You want to give it a shot?
I'm so excited about the floor candy. I want you
A
to know.
giant bowl that you can win.
Yeah, how do I get to that?
Oh,
That's
here's
what I
the
wanted
deal.
to
Here's
know.
the deal. Yeah, that's what these guys are playing. If they win, if they leave the sober person up here, they get the giant bowl of candy. And maybe if you convince them that that you're sober, if you last till
I'm
the
gonna
end,
rob them in the parking lot. I could do that.
you can get in on that candy.
So is there going to be two like am I not a person in the voting
It's
now?
going
do
to
you
be
think?
at least a photo of you, but I'll try and correct it.
There's just two Bens for the rest of the game.
I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see how it goes. You know how it is. Double check all your work, everybody. Dan, do you have some strategy for today?
I didn't even know this was a game show, to be honest. I thought I was doing comedy tonight, so I'm just gonna work my jokes into every one of the things.
Hell yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good strategy. I think that's pretty good. Give it up for all our players, right? We got everybody. Well, yeah, Jim, do you have any, does anyone seem like they're definitely somebody you should look out for as might be the narc? You can name even a couple of people that are now on your radar.
This is gonna be tougher than I thought. Because I mean, like we're all like degenerate comedians who have gotten accustomed to being high, and can look very normal. And I think everybody up here is doing a pretty good job of it. Most of you. The ones who aren't, we can tell.
Oh, all right. Does anyone have a front runner for the narc? Just after introductions, for a piece of candy. Second Ben. His name is Dan. His name is Dan. I
Told
did
you it was
that
gonna
to
go
him.
bad.
Second Ben.
Second Ben.
Damn. Now you have a nickname. Well, here I'm gonna try and toss that. Can somebody pass this back that way? Thanks. Oh my God. Yeah. There's so many elements to this game show. One of them is baseball. Actually, it's crazy that we just got a nickname because we are going to move on to our next game, our first game. This is kind of a practice game. It's also pretty easy peasy, breezy, but it's called In Name Only. And I just want everybody to tell us their nickname. Sometimes you can tell if somebody smokes weed just on what they want you to call them. You know, if somebody's like, "Hey, I'm the dude," then yeah, the dude smokes weed. Everybody knows that. All right, Hippie Dave is a stoner, stuff like that. So we're just gonna see what their nickname is. This is a practice game. No one will be eliminated, but we might do a vote after just to give Jim some more data. And we'll maybe tell us even how you got the nickname. So Dan, why don't we start with you? Give it up one more time for Dan, right?
Well, obviously my nickname is Second Ben, and I'm never gonna live that down. And sometimes the audience is just right. And what's beautiful about that nickname is that you guys all witnessed it happen. So we'll all remember this forever together.
There you go. Give it up for Second Ben. Yeah. Jordan, this is In Name Only. Tell us your nickname.
I never really had a solid nickname. People would just call me by my last name, Ferber, or they would shorten it to Ferbs. So would call me Ferbs. Jordan with an O.
No.
Right, Furbo.
Man. This crowd wants to give out nicknames.
My grandmother used to call me Jordy with a Y. Jordy.
Jordy. That's very
That's what my
cute.
grandmother used to call me. My grandson Jordy.
Give it up for Jordy, right? Ferbs. Those are all pretty good. Pass that down. Give it up for Justin, right? Justin, this is in name only. Tell us your nickname.
Wally Diamonds. Because I grew up a huge fan of the Wu-Tang Clan, and I still have the Hotmail address, wallydiamonds@hotmail.com. So if you guys want tickets to a future show, email me at wallydiamonds@hotmail.com, and I'll get back to you.
Give it up for Wally Diamonds. I love it. Lauren. Give it up for Lauren, right? Give it up for Lauren. This is easy game. In name only, tell us your nickname.
For sure. I've had 2 nicknames for a really long time. One of them is Mommy. The second one is Blaze, but that was because I had never smoked weed. So there's a curveball. And Mommy for obvious reasons.
It's like when you call like a big guy Slim or something. I see.
Yeah.
We'll give it up for Blaze. Mommy.
Mommy Blaze.
The irony of it. Yeah, and clap it up for your next player, Joe, right? Give it up for
Hello.
Joe. Joe, this is in name only. Practice game. Tell us your nickname.
Is the audience ready to have their heart collectively broken? I found out my nickname is Ron. And because apparently I look like this guy, Ron Jeremy, okay? So I did a little Google. I did a Google search. Porn star. Very cool, right? We all love pornography, right? I did a little more research. Guy did some pretty bad stuff. So I don't think the nickname is fucking complimentary to my sexual prowess. I think they're saying it as an insult.
Give it up for Ron.
My actual nickname is Cornbread, but it's a horrible story. I just kind of like cornbread, and so someone gave that to me. I did read that Ronald Reagan sold crack though today. If anyone didn't know that.
Your 420 fact for this evening. Yeah, give it up for Cornbread?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And clap it up for Amanda.
Oh, thank
Hell
you.
yeah.
Thank you. I don't have a nickname, but a lot of men have me in their phone as Amanda Hinge. So even my own boyfriend has it as Amanda Hinge. So you guys can call me Amanda Hinge. I also, this is actually mean. It's not really a nice nickname, I guess. Or it depends. Okay, all right, I'll just tell you guys. Anyway, did you ever see American Pie? Are we anyone too young? Okay, go fuck yourselves if you are. Anyway, but when I was at Birthright, the guy said I called me Stifler's mom. So now you see it. Now that I said it, so whatever. Amanda Hinge, Stifler's mom, whatever. Okay. Anyway, thank you.
There you go. Give it up for Amanda Hinge. Although she said she does not have a nickname, could be a strategy. Interesting. And give it up for your next player, Zach. Everybody, clap it up for Zach.
Oh yeah. I don't have, people call me Sims. I don't like it. That's kind of all there is. Zach, when I was younger, in middle school, I tried to get people to call me Z Diddy for a while. Yeah. And I feel real bad about that as well, but that's it. Zach is a nickname.
Zach is a nickname, but I think give it up for Z Diddy. Am I right? Hell yeah.
We're going to make that one stick now.
Yeah, I don't think we could. Give it up for all our players, right? Jim, do you have a nickname? Did you ever have a nickname?
I've had a couple good. Well, none of them were good. When I played Little League Baseball, they called me Moose because I was fat. And then when I was in the Coast Guard, they called me Sweet Chuck. Like the you've seen Police Academy? The nerdy guy with the glasses. And then yeah. And I think that was it. And then I think I was done with nicknames.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't give yourself a nickname, so it's always somebody that's either making fun of you or is like, no, it's because we like you. But really, it's like, well, that's fucking insulting.
Interesting.
You got a weird way of showing your affection.
Yeah. Well, ooh, I like the context you're putting this in for everybody. Honestly. Yeah. I'll be honest with you guys. I have not gotten these legally sobriety tests yet. All right. One day they will be real. No, but yeah, we are going to test. We're going to test. Let's see. Oh, we're going to use
do you have a nickname?
Menti.com. Oh, no. That was a practice game. Sorry.
Yeah, but I want to know your nickname.
My nickname? My nickname was G. I still get wedding invitations addressed to G. I was G forever. My teachers called me G. Sometimes they would be lame and be like G-man, G-dude, things like that.
G-Jew?
G-Jew? No, that's a first.
That's what you said.
Rough. No, but G. But people do Grubard all the time. My last name is Grubard, Rubik's Cube, Grubard salad, Grubard pie, obviously. Grubbard a lot. Not a nickname. Everybody just gets it wrong. But you know how it is. But yeah, give it up for all these guys, right? Just one more poll, just with one person. That was just a practice game. Does anyone think they're like another front runner for a narc or a few people? Yeah, does somebody think they definitely know who the sober person is already?
Alex, someone over there is there.
Oh, where? Oh, right here? What is your name? Amari, everybody. Here's your candy. Give it up for Amari. Thank you for playing with us. And volunteering. Who do you think is definitely stoned? Or definitely, what did I say earlier? You raised your hand for the narc. Yeah, who do you think is maybe a front runner for the sober person? All the way at the end, Lauren is your front runner. Okay, so now we've gotten a range, all right? You know, earlier somebody said Joe, now as the, high on sight. Now Lauren, potentially Amari's front runner for the narc. We've gotten just a little bit of data, but now we're going to get into more of the meat of the show. Are you guys ready? And then we will take a big poll. How about that? So our next game, we know that stoners, they tend to tangent all the time, all right? And they're often off in space. I'm going to ask each of our players, give each of them an explain this prompt. They have exactly 30 seconds to explain that prompt. No more, no less. 30 seconds exactly. We'll see them tangent. We'll see what's going on in their brains. If they can give us a coherent explanation of the prompt that I give them, we'll see if they can stay on track or if they go off the rails. That's how this game works. It's called 30-second explanation. Do you guys understand? Yeah. Fantastic. Oh, was I redundant? Guys, everyone knows I'm high, all right? We've gotten that out of the way. Does anyone want to go first? All right. Yeah, feel free. Amanda.
Okay.
Amanda, are you ready to play this game?
What are the rules again? I don't just like.
Love it. 30 seconds exactly. I'll tell you when your time is up.
Okay.
So if you answer the question in 15 seconds and you're clearly done, I'll be like, you have 15 seconds left. And try and give us a coherent thought. Prove to us that you might be the sober person, that you're the sober person. That's the strategy, right? If you get that, that's kind of the whole game show strategy, right? But yeah, we'll see if people go off the rails. Are you ready to play this game?
Yeah, I'm ready, yeah.
This is 30-second explanation. For 30 seconds, explain what a well-balanced breakfast is.
Oh, okay. A well-balanced breakfast is with carbs and protein and coffee and an Adderall and and a vape, a melon vape for fruit, and do I keep going on? Okay, so carbs, protein, a vape, Adderall, doom scrolling on Facebook, or not, Facebook's an old person reference. TikTok, right? TikTok, Instagram, whatever new social media is out that I don't know about. Check your ex's Facebook, or sorry, I'm so old. Instagram. Okay.
Time. Give it up for Amanda, right? We got a good balance in there. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all the groups. I love it.
All the age groups, yep.
Amanda, fantastic.
Wait, they have to hit 30 seconds or stay under?
We're also we're testing their timing. 30 seconds.
Okay, so we want to get as close to 30 seconds as they can.
You get it. Okay. Oh, well, I'm going to ask you to fill the time. But definitely, yeah. You guys will get it. You guys are there. 30 seconds exactly. That's what you're shooting for. And I'll tell you when your time is up, try and let you finish your thought, that kind of thing. How do you feel about that well-balanced breakfast? Would you eat that, Jim?
Yeah.
What was your favorite piece of it?
The melon vape, probably.
Hell yeah. Anything to add to the breakfast or anything like that?
No, she nailed it.
I think so too. That was great. Great job. Pass that in any which way you want, honestly. Ben, are you ready to play this game?
Yeah, let's go.
This is 30-second explanation. For 30 seconds, exactly, as best you can. 30 seconds, explain the biggest mystery of the universe.
It's probably how Ronald Reagan sold crack. If I were to really peg it down, it starts with selling arms to Iran. Because that's where it always needs to start if you want to be the president who also sells crack on the side. And so then I think, if I'm correct, you get the socialist in maybe Nicaragua.
Time. Okay. Ben. Ben, everybody. Give it up for Ben. 30 more seconds and the NSA would have dropped in here. All right, Joe.
Yes.
Or Jim, not really. Jim, do you have any comments on
No,
the CIA?
I mean, I would have gone with like
Ronald
Stonehenge
Reagan?
or something, but that probably is related to Ronald Reagan somehow too.
For sure. Joe.
Yes.
Are you ready to play this game? You are.
I've been born ready. My entire life has been prelude to this one moment.
Phenomenal. All right. For 30 seconds, explain the basic tenets of good hygiene.
Oh, man, that is some horse shit, right? I think he knew what he was doing when he asked me about that. Apparently, get this, you're supposed to floss your teeth every fucking day. And it's supposed to be a good thing if it's gushing blood, because that means your gums are getting healthy, and you're supposed to floss your teeth until they don't bleed anymore. You're supposed to brush your teeth twice a fucking day. Can you believe this? In the morning and at night. Now, theoretically, if you brush your teeth at night, why would you need to in the morning? What the fuck are you doing at night that makes your mouth so dirty? But no, you gotta fucking do that. Ruining any chance of having a normal tasting breakfast too.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Joe.
Joe, I like how it was like to explain the good tenets of hygiene. You just started complaining about hygiene. Just, can you fucking believe this shit?
Exactly. Yeah. You guys are not writing enough stuff down. Yeah. Jim, do you floss every day?
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't floss either, man. Put it there. Yeah. Fuck that shit.
I got fucked up teeth. I'd have to do it, I got had a lot of work done
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you.
to my teeth.
And I'd
Stuff
like
gets
to
in there.
die faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. It's so hard. I don't floss. Anyway.
It's hard.
Lauren, are you ready to play this game?
Yes, sir.
All right. For 30 seconds, explain the plot of the movie Super Mario Brothers.
As an Italian, this is something that is very important to me. My brothers were out there driving, I believe, various vegetable-themed vehicles, presumably into the sun, directly into the sun, or the big meatball in the sky, Mamma Mia. Guys, when I say Mamma Mia, you have to say Mamma Mia. It's like a church thing. Italians from New Jersey, you would know what I'm talking about.
A time.
Yeah.
Lauren, everybody. I haven't seen it yet. It sounds
And I
good.
never will. Yeah.
Jim, have you seen the movie?
I haven't, and I don't know what it's about besides the video game. So she could have nailed it or not.
I think.
Thank you. Damn.
Got you. Well, doesn't sound like it would be a miss for that movie. Yeah, right, exactly.
Thank you.
That was pretty dead on. Sounded like if they based it off of Super Mario 3. You know what I mean? Yeah. Justin, are you ready to play this game?
Yes.
All right, Justin, for 30 seconds exactly, explain your biggest secret.
Well, I'll never forget. It was North Carolina. The year was 1997. And, a lot of people get into conflicts with other people, but sometimes somebody doesn't survive that conflict. And I told him, John, to stop fucking with me at that summer camp, or I was going to give him a taste of his own medicine. I kept hitting him and hitting him and hitting him until it was just a soft, wet sound. And I left him in those woods because I told him to stop fucking with me.
Time. Justin, everybody. I mean, hey, it was his biggest secret. I mean, sounds like glad you haven't told anybody else that yet.
Gave that up very easily.
Yeah, I know. Jim, any...
That was probably it's going to be a cold case we're going to hear about later. It's going to come up on some podcast like in 1997. It's going to go exactly how Justin explained it.
Yeah.
And then we'll be listening and we'll be like, holy shit. He wasn't lying.
Well, on with the game show. We will not be checking that part out. We're looking for stoners. I don't care what else you did. Jordan, are you ready to play this game?
Yeah, as long as I don't have to talk about my biggest secret, I think I'm pretty good.
It's about your next
So I can't
murder.
beat that one. That's pretty,
Right. All right. For 30 seconds, explain the most important thing you learned in school.
Oh, boy. Well, it depends on which school. But I always say that the 3 things I learned in college that you really need for, like, the real world, I learned how to roll a joint. I learned how to finish a beer before last call. And I learned how to stay conscious in a room full of drunk, stoned people with Sharpie markers. Possibly the most important of the 3. Because, if you fall asleep in front of drunk, stoned people, they will draw on your face. And you wake up with balls on your face, and that's, it's not fun.
Time. Jordan, everybody. Give it up for Jordan. Well, most important you think you learned in school was not to, like, fall asleep and get drawn on? No, interesting. I don't know. What
Solid advice. It was explained in a very measured manner, so I don't know.
That is true. That is also good. I'm glad you're taking note.
Yeah.
Jim, what was the most important thing you learned in school?
Nothing. Get through it and on to the rest of your life so you can not ever make enough money to retire.
Also good advice.
Don't major in film. That's what the most important thing I learned in school was.
I see. Man, I tried to learn physics. But I couldn't. Never got it right. Dan, are you ready to play this game?
Can I be Dan again? Yeah, that'd be great.
That would be great. I'm hoping, man. Dan, for 30 seconds exactly, explain the difference between Chris Pratt, Chris Pine, and Chris Helmsworth.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so one used to be fat and then got hot. One's hot and then played fat once, and that fucked us all up. And then one, I don't know if he's fat or jacked. I'm not sure what one of them is. But they're all, I wish all of them would go away, actually. Like, none of them, even as, like, a guy who, like, gets obsessed with men, none of them are good enough. Like, none of them are Ryan Gosling. I just outed myself.
Time. Very true. None of them are Ryan Gosling. Give it up for Dan. I thought that would be
Yeah, that was tight.
I thought he did pretty well.
Which is the Hemsworth one? Why am I blanking? I can't remember.
Oh,
Thor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wait, then which one's Pine?
Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan. From one of the Jack Ryans. There are like 5 that have played Jack
so
Ryan.
many white guys named Chris.
Yeah, that's why it's a hard question.
Right.
And yeah, I think Dan deserves another applause. That's a tough one, right? And he did pretty good. The variance, weight changes, great. And yeah, Zach, are you ready?
I've already got the mic.
Yeah, there you go. Are you you're ready to play this game?
I can't wait.
All right, Zach, for 30 seconds, explain why time is an illusion.
Time's bullshit. Everybody knows that. You don't know what it is. You wake up 2 in the afternoon. That's supposed to be sad. Why is that sad? It's just a number, like any other number, You go to bed at 6 o'clock at the night. That's sad. Why is that sad? Anybody gets up, and any time you get up, you have 4 meals a day. Why is that weird? It's all just bullshit to make you feel bad when you're doing great, even though you feel sad most of the time, but that's also fine. You know, I like watches.
Time. Hey, give it up for Zach, right?
From the heart. He definitely made a connection with his thoughts.
I think he did. People love 4 meals a day. I think that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give it up for all of our players, right? We got everybody, I believe. Fantastic. Yeah. So we are going to take a vote now with the audience. We'll definitely do another Menti, and then I'll probably get you guys to cheer as well. Is that cool? You guys will do both of them to get a lot of data this time. We won't be eliminating anybody. We're just still getting used to some of this stuff. You guys with me? But I will be polling all. You including Jim. So yeah, let's go to menti.com. And Dan, you are Dan up there. Thank God, right? So you guys should be able to vote for like up to 3. Which player do you think is the highest? We won't eliminate anyone yet. We're testing this program, and we're polling you guys. Who do you guys think is the most stoned up here? Is definitely the highest. Yeah, I think you can vote up to 3 times on that. Oh, a couple votes coming in. Ben, Justin, Amanda. Oh, Justin and Ben. Ben. Pass that mic to Ben. Ben, defend yourself real fast.
Okay. I don't think cocaine is being high, so gonna go ahead and say you guys got it wrong. So how do you feel now, audience? Yeah, defense rest.
All right. Well, you're definitely +8 on the next person. Ooh, yeah. Wow, they keep coming in. So. Yeah, Jim, do you have any questions? He's the person that everyone thinks is the highest. Do you have a direct question for him or anything?
No direct questions. I don't know. It's tough to tell.
The CIA stuff.
I mean, I've met him before, and he sounded exactly like he does now.
That's right.
So it's really either he was stoned both times.
Well, exactly. So let's vote with our voices, and you guys can yell narc for the people you think might be the sober person, just to get a clear, more data. Who thinks that Zach is stoned? Oh yeah, kind of was a front runner. But some people think that. Who thinks Amanda is stoned? Some. Who thinks Ben is stoned? Who thinks Joe is stoned? Here's some narcs. Who thinks that Lauren is stoned? And who thinks Justin is stoned? Who thinks Jordan is stoned? Some narcs. And who thinks Dan is stoned? All right. Definitely heard some narcs. Who do you think got the loudest cheers? Jim.
For the narcs?
Well, you could say that too. Were you listening?
Well, I mean, Ben got the loudest. Yeah, I was sort of listening.
Yeah, I get it. Well, that's why we're practicing. We're doing these things.
Thanks for the practice rounds.
I get it.
You really have accommodated this to a stoned audience because you're.
Yeah.
That's very smart.
Give it a shot.
Give it up for Alex, everybody. Seriously, that's a lot to put together.
I know.
It's okay that you had old headshots and you fucked up two guys' name. This is a lot of work.
We're mixing it up. We're doing different stuff for 420 and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, no. Anyway, what am I asking you?
So he was the loudest for the.
Yeah, people think I'm high.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see if he can beat it. This is why we give him a shot too. And were you listening for narcs also? Were you trying to give that a shot?
Not really.
I get it. Yeah, it's tough. I heard a bunch. There were a lot of people. So yeah, maybe they'll define that more.
I feel like
now.
I'll listen for the narcs more as we get closer to the end of the,
I'll put
till it dwindles.
Let me ask you this. I've said it a bunch. We're not going to eliminate somebody right now.
Right.
If I was to ask you that you had to eliminate somebody, who would it be? Based on all the data you've seen.
It would be Dan.
Would be Dan.
Yeah.
Interesting. See, very fascinating. He only got 9 votes on Menti. We heard how people cheered, but you still would
wait for the highest.
Yes.
Oh, he's not the highest.
Oh, you think he's the narc?
Yeah.
Okay. This is also good information. Right. Good to know. But if I was gonna ask you to eliminate somebody who's definitely the highest.
Who's the highest?
Ben got you said
Justin.
got the most cheers. He got the most votes on Menti. You're thinking
Justin.
Is
the highest.
Okay. Jim, I love it. You're all over the place. You guys got to take this into account too. But like I said, we won't be eliminating anyone. Justin, Ben, Dan, you guys are all safe. Everybody's safe. We are going to move on to our next game. You know how it is. These guys, we've seen a bunch of shows so far. We know that that they know that they're at least trying to convince you that they're the sober person, even if they are stoned. So I'm going to ask them all a question that any cannabis user in the world would know the answer to. And all they have to do to prove they might be sober is get the question wrong. That's all they have to do. Wrong answers only. That's it. This is Marijuana. All right? Welcome to Weeding Out the Stoned. All right. So this is Marijuana. I'll just ask you guys a cannabis question. Any drug user would know the answer to. Wrong answers only. If you say the wrong answer, I'll say incorrect. And that'll be great. That's what we're looking for. You might be sober. You don't know anything about cannabis. If somehow you say a correct answer, or one that could be correct in a certain context, I might say, that's kind of correct, and that means only a stoner could be that creative. You know what I mean? To think of a pun or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. And if somehow you say the correct answer, I'll say right, and that means you're not even listening to the rules right now. So we're probably going to eliminate those people, all right? So that's how this works. And does anyone feel like going first? Amanda, we started with you last time. Who's got the mic? Ben, why don't we start with you?
Okay.
And then we'll go to Amanda next. How about that? Ben, but I like that you're raising your hand. Is there a strategy to that, actually? What's your thought process?
Look at me.
Yeah, I thought you wanted to go You wanted to go first twice in a row.
I just get like anxiety. I can't like wait. I want to just like do it. You know. Like,
I get it.
You know.
I get it.
I get kind of paranoid.
Yeah, this is why I want to know. All right. I see. Ben.
Okay.
This is Marijuana.
Yes.
Are you ready to play this game?
I think I understand it, yeah.
All right. This is Marijuana. Wrong answers only. Where do people buy marijuana?
Where do they buy marijuana? If you go to, like, Tennessee, that's a state I used to live next to. So, man, this game is confusing, honestly. Like, I thought I had it when you said it. And I was like, man, I guess almost anything is true to that question. But not the no. I was going to say the hospital.
I'm gonna say incorrect on hospital.
You can't get weed there?
You make it sound like you're trying to talk me out of it. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Have you bought weed in a hospital?
It feels like I could.
I'm going to say maybe both of your answers so far are half right.
Okay. So, yeah, I get this game, man. All right.
You want a third shot?
A third shot at...
Where do people buy marijuana?
Not a restaurant, for sure. I like restaurants, though.
Not a restaurant?
Wait, no, damn. Okay, I feel like I'm good at this game, so cool, man.
Guys, clap it up for Ben. Pass that to Amanda, right? Take that into account. Remember? Amanda, this is Marijuana. We're looking for wrong answers. Are you ready to play this game?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Great. What is a common nickname for a marijuana user?
Oh my god. Chris, that was my ex-boyfriend, who was really.
I'm going to say incorrect.
Okay.
I don't know him. You know. Yeah, give it up for Amanda.
That's it? Okay.
Oh, you can, yeah.
Incorrect is good.
Exactly. Incorrect is good. Wrong answers only. That's what we're looking for. If you say a right answer, sounds like you're stoned. That's what we're thinking. Zach, prove you know nothing about cannabis culture. Who are Cheech and Chong?
There were these French mimes in the 20s. They're very artistic. Very good.
Incorrect. Give it up for Zach. All right.
answer.
Dan.
Yeah.
Are you ready to play this game?
Yes.
Name 2 common side effects of marijuana use.
Vast intelligence. And increased ability to swim.
Incorrect.
Hey.
Give it up for Dan. Yes. Jordan.
The research isn't all in, I guess. It was really still.
All right. Yeah, you're already defending weed. Jordan, what type of food is usually made into edible marijuana?
What type of food is made into? I mean, I don't know. I guess you could probably make like one of those like sculptures, like they make out of like tuna fish.
Incorrect, man. No, I don't think so. Yeah, give it up for Jordan, right? Hell yeah.
That was deeply incorrect.
Yeah, man. I definitely had to think about it, though. I was like, is that the newest thing? Is everyone doing that?
What kind of weddings are you going to?
Cool ones, fishy ones. Justin, are you ready to play this game?
Oh, yes.
Justin, name one place that marijuana is legal.
I always like going to the Vatican. There's always a... Yeah, I want to relax on spring break. And I go to the Vatican, we put some hats on, we smoke it up. You see the smoke come out the roof, that's us.
Incorrect, Justin. Lauren, are you ready to play this game?
You know it, G-bag. I'm going to try that out if that's okay. G-bag. You like that?
Ugh, man, it makes me very uncomfortable. You,
All right,
Jim, you were
G-bag.
totally right about nicknames. Lauren, Lauren, what is the active ingredient in marijuana?
Love. Which is also, as we know, what makes a Subaru. God, you guys are really bad at the call and response of it all. I'm going with love.
Love, incorrect.
Oh, no.
Great answer, Lauren. Give it up for Lauren. And Joe.
Yes.
Joe, name 2 common strains of marijuana.
Ooh, okay. Well, one is priest finger. That's a pretty good one. And another strain is gator balls, which will get you fucked up.
Incorrect.
What?
Can we verify?
Yeah, I know. Somebody grab their Leafly app and check those out. Give it up for all our players, right? Give it up for all of them. Fantastic stuff. So, Jim, do you want to play one of those real quick? Do you want to do one of those questions?
Sure.
Just give it your best shot. Prove to
All
us
right.
that you definitely are sober. You've
I'll
told
get
us.
this
We believe
wrong.
you. But just wrong answers only. What kind of clothing do marijuana users wear?
Suit and tie.
Incorrect. Although I've seen a few. Yeah. So, Jim, how do you think they all did? Obviously, I think some stood out in a more correct than others, maybe.
Yeah, that was a good one to really check.
Yes.
Because there were some panicked faces for sure.
I think that might be true. So we are gonna vote again. I believe we're gonna vote a bunch of different times. So which player seems sober to you guys? Now I want to see who you guys think might be sober as a front runner. Jim, who do you think? You said Dan earlier. Have you changed your mind?
I did. I'm still. I'm between Dan and Joe now.
Zach got the first vote. And you probably can vote up to 3 times again. We can get definitely a range. Jordan, though, who do you think? Like, let them know. You can steer them a certain way if you want.
I don't want to steer. I'm curious to see what you guys said, but I've said I'm between Dan and Joe right now.
Dan and Joe, I got
Yeah.
you. Oh, as a sober person, yeah. So which player seems sober? Now Joe is getting a lot. Dan is getting a lot. Jordan's getting a lot. Let's do a round in a moment. We'll do a cheering round, see if we can see who we think might be the highest based on cheers. And feel free to yell narc. This will still be open. But right now, Zach is getting another vote. You guys seem to, a lot of people have people they think are the front runners for narc. Let's start on this side. So who out there thinks Joe is stoned? Some. Who thinks Lauren is stoned? Some. Who thinks Ben is stoned? Are you listening, Jim? Who thinks Justin is stoned? Who thinks Amanda is stoned? Who thinks Jordan is stoned? Lots of people say narc. Who thinks Zach is stoned? Some narcs. See some fingers. Who thinks Dan is stoned? Some people do think that. Jim, did anything stand out?
No, I'm torn on Jordan because like you either look like you've never smoked weed or it's all you do. It's one or the other.
There you go. Well, okay. Yeah. So Jordan definitely keeping you torn. They definitely voted for Dan, Jordan, and Joe. Then Zach, then Lauren. Ben, they do not seem to think you're sober. One person thinks you might be sober. One person.
Is he voting for himself?
It could happen. They just changed. Joe just got another vote. But we are going to move on to our next game. Our next game is a fun one. We know that stoners, they have terrible lungs. They've been smoking things. They've got fire in their bellies. So I have a bunch of balloons, and I'm going to hand each player a balloon. No, of course, there's no pot in there. I'm not dosing anybody.
COVID's over, everybody. COVID is over.
If you do have a latex allergy, tell me right now. You do not have to do this game. But I'm just giving everyone a balloon, and we're going to be testing your lung capacity. This is a game we call lung capacity, and I'm going to ask each of our players to blow up their balloon until it pops. We're testing their lungs. We're seeing how quick they can be. We're seeing what they do with their balloon. We're watching everything, all right? It's not just about, but it is about who uses their breath. It is a race. You don't want to be the last person with your balloon still full. That's how this is. Dan is preparing. I love it. Look, that is good. Take note of all this stuff.
If you're in the front row, you will get wet.
There's a splash zone. Yeah. So on my mark, get set, blow. Oh, all right. Dan, Joe, Lauren, Justin doing very well. Jordan having some trouble. These balloons are going to get big. But by the way, it is not the smallest balloon that's ever happened. Yeah, stretch that balloon out, absolutely. So look at how big Justin's balloon is getting. Huge. Lauren's, Dan's, these are big balloons. Joe's is getting pretty big. Jordan, Zach seem to... Oh, there, Dan was first. Dan was the first person popping his balloon. It's a race to be second. However you can figure out how to pop your balloon. Oh, Justin was second. There you go. Look how big Joe's balloon is. Joe's balloon is enormous. There it goes. They just start popping, right? Oh, okay. You got a hole. Yeah. Oh man, it's just down to. Feels like it's down to Ben and Lauren trying to prove it. Ben's balloon is enormous. Lauren, can you pop your balloon before Ben? Oh, Ben, let it go, Lauren. You can let it go. Oh, yeah. Give it up for all of them, right? Give it up for them. Thank you guys all very much. I know everyone here just got over. Yeah, you guys just got over a very serious fear, or developed one. I don't know. Thank you guys so much. That's lung capacity. Dan was first. Remember, he definitely had the best lung capacity. At the end there, Lauren, Ben, a few people, fighting through all sorts of stuff. We saw them. We saw a lot. We are going to vote again one more time. But Jim, did you anything to comment on that game? I know it's
I was
madness.
just impressed with Ben's lung capacity, to be honest. I feel like he's got a lot to fight against here, and he's really doing it.
Exactly.
I feel like I blew it up the fastest, but then it never popped. Do you agree? Thank you.
There
does that
you
just
go.
mean I'm a slut? Like, what does that mean?
I don't know. Why would they be testing that? No, and good that you commented on that. People can take that into account. These are all things that we should take into account.
Write that down.
Yes, exactly. But that is how it broke down in the end. Dan was first. A bunch of people.
Did we lose or I win?
No, I meant you have the strongest lung capacity. That's what we believe down at the.
If I had a balloon that would blow up.
You could have been, but you were. I think we saw your lung capacity. You were getting that thing huge and it had a hole. It was amazing. But yeah, we are gonna vote. So which player do we think is the highest? And we can see how the vote shakes down. Jim, I'm gonna put it on you. This is a round, I guess. If you want to eliminate somebody, we can. If you want to let it go one more round, we can.
I don't want to make that choice. I'll
I
tell you.
understand.
Who,
We'll see
you tell me if we're eliminating something, and I'll tell you who. It should be once I've heard from the audience.
Like, I want to see how this shakes down. You know,
Okay.
certainly if it's very close, maybe we'll give that person a shot. But you know, right now, for the which player people think is the highest, Amanda is in the lead. Ben is still up there. Justin is up there. Amanda and Ben are now tied at 12. Justin has 11. Now Amanda has 13. Dan has 8. You know, Jordan, Zach, Lauren, and Joe. People seem to think that they might be the narc after several games. Amanda, people think Amanda is the highest. That is what's happening here. They think Ben is high. They think Justin is high. I said, Jim, it's fairly close, but I mean, if you want to eliminate somebody this round, we can. We can pass it on to one more, but then we will be eliminating somebody after the next.
I'll tell you who I think is the highest.
Sure, yes.
And then you can decide if they're going to get eliminated. I think that it is Amanda that is the highest.
Oh, okay.
Over Ben. I'm sorry.
Interesting. All right. Well, here, let's do. We'll do a round of cheering and yelling "narc" for between Amanda, Justin, and Ben. All right. We'll do it between the three of them. We'll get a nice, clear answer. Just not only numbers, data. Let's get some energy out here. Who thinks that Amanda is stoned? I did not hear a lot of people say narc. Who thinks that Justin is stoned? And who thinks that Ben is stoned? Jim, did it change your mind? They all seem to cheer pretty loudly for all three of them. I was saying earlier we can give it a pass into the next round.
Yeah, but let's take it into the next round. I don't want to. I'm starting to like all these people, and
I understand.
It'll be really hard.
But we see how people are voting. We're going to keep going down this road. So this is the next game. It's called the Blame Game. All right? The Blame Game. Here's how the Blame Game works. These guys have been up here with each other. They've watched the show just like us. I'm going to ask each of our players who they think is stoned up here and why. This is when we get to watch them turn on each other. This is a good time. I'm going to ask you to just make a case, like state who you think is stoned and make a case for why they should be eliminated in the next round. Why are they obviously high? It's amazing we haven't eliminated them yet just on principle, all right? Something like that. Who do you think is high up here and why? That's how this goes. Lauren, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Lauren, who do you think is stoned up here and why?
Think it's Ben.
Ben.
Yeah. You know why? Because I think I might have saw him smoking some weed. Not confirmed, but I think I might have saw it. And I think I might be right.
You're a witness. I got you. That's one for Ben. All right. Ben, you're not next. Okay. But,
Just feels like I get a rebuttal, but whatever.
it might happen, but, why don't you just pass that to Joe? You can go soon. You never know. Joe might vote for you, and then who would you rebut? I don't know. But Joe, it's up to you. There's 8 players, including you.
I was going to say anyone except Ben until he made that drug-addicted grab for the microphone, saying like, "Hey, man, I just need to get a word in, man." And it's like, well, somebody doesn't understand the idea of puff, puff, pass, right? I'm gonna say Ben. And hey, folks, he's a father, so this could affect his custody of his children. So just be forewarned.
All right. Well, that's 2 for Ben. Great. Ben.
It's my turn. Okay.
It could be your turn.
I'm a stepfather. No, I'm not. I think both of you are high. Is that? Come on. Because you didn't see me smoke weed, but I saw you smoke weed, and you're always high, man. I know you. I've known you forever, dude. I've never seen you not high. Look at that.
I was almost going to count that as Joe. It felt like at the end there you were talking to Joe. But if you had to pick between the two of them, right, exactly.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go with Joe because that mustache. Yeah, look at that thing.
There we go. That's 1 for Joe. Amanda, who do you think is stoned up here and why?
I think Justin is.
Justin.
And I think he should go home because he has a baby at home. And you should be home with your wife and kid right now. I love you, by the way. Is that mean? I don't know. Okay.
Not me.
He's very cute, very lovely family. Look him up on Facebook.
There you go. That's one for Justin. Sounded like almost a Christmas card, really, in a way. Zach.
Oh, I'm gonna say it's Joe. What? Because he looks fucking high as hell. What are we talking about here? Yeah.
All right, that's another one for Joe. Joe has 2 votes. Ben has 2 votes as well. Dan.
I'm gonna say Zach because he's the only one I can't see. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with his face. I don't know anything. I don't know if he's doing a good job or a bad job. Also, I can't stop thinking about Cheech and Chong as French mimes. So I have to vote for Zach.
There you go. That's one for Zach. There you go. And Jordan.
I mean, if you've been thinking about Cheech and Chong, you might be pretty high. But I'm going to go with Justin actually because of how easily he was able to share that secret with us earlier. Whether it's true or not, I mean, there was a comfortability of just spinning a yarn like that with no hesitation whatsoever. That is scary enough for me to. I don't want him sitting next to me anymore if that's possible. It's intimidating if that's true.
All right, that's another one for Justin. Right, second for Justin. Justin. Who do you think is stoned and why?
I think Jim is high because at the beginning, he's like, my dad's a cop, and you know who says that shit? Cops.
All right, wait, that's one for Jim? That's not real. You can't do that. It's the sheriff. Jim,
Who do you think is the most high?
Yeah, you know, I live in Newark. The cops do a lot of drugs.
All right, interesting. All right, yeah, not one person.
No, no, I think it's Jim still.
All right, interesting. Well, Jim, you can't vote Jim out. But yeah. But anyway, okay. So what is that? That's 2 for Justin. You could have swung it. 2 for Ben. 2 for Joe. 1 for Zach. Am I right about this? Yeah. Kind of almost a half vote for Lauren. Was there 1 vote and 1 vote for Jim? Right. Yeah. Exactly. So that's what they think. Take that into account. Take that with a grain of salt. Give it up for all of them, though. Right? That played our game. Jim, how do you feel about that? One of them thinks you're high.
I get accused of being high a lot. I don't know. I look tired. This is my normal speaking voice. I'm pretty laid back. Well, now I'm screaming on the inside, but on the outside I'm pretty chill.
I feel you. All right. Yeah. Well, interesting. Yeah. I mean, did anything sway you? Again, one of them decided.
Now I'm between Justin and Ben. I gotta be honest.
As people you think are high, or
people that I think that are the highest up
the
here.
The highest. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, here you go. Which player seems sober to you guys? Well, I'm just asking you this question. I want to hear what you guys think, and yeah, and then I'm gonna ask you. I believe. Give me one moment. Yeah, and then after that we have a new game that I'm gonna try out tonight. So yeah, but which player do you think is sober? And then after the next game we'll eliminate somebody. How about that? Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to mix it up. I want to keep, usually I would just ask who you think is the highest, but tonight it's 420. We're trying this out. We also want to check in with these guys, see what who they think is the narc. You know, we want you guys to play our sobriety tests. People think Jordan is the narc. Yeah. And people seem to think Amanda and Ben are stoned. It's, Justin as well. Jim, that's kind of around what you were saying. You were saying Justin and Ben. What do you think about Jordan being the narc? You said either he smokes weed all the time or he's never smoked in his life.
I'm still having a tough time because you can't tell just by the way you look like you don't smoke weed, but I know a lot of people look like that. They smoke a ton of weed. My wife smokes a ton of weed. She doesn't look like she smokes weed.
Yeah, I see.
I don't know how else to explain it.
Is that do you think that's given you any insight so far that you can tell when your wife is high? Does it make you feel like your dad at any time?
No, my wife never makes me feel like my dad. Thank God. Yeah, Jordan might be sober. I feel like I know the 2 parents on the end are not sober because of the parents I know, if you leave the house and have a reason to drink or get stoned, you do it. So those 2 are on the end are definitely not sober.
To be clear, I'm not a mother. I just have mommy vibes.
Oh, well, fuck. Threw my whole gauge off now.
Well, all right. Well, we're going to move on to our next game. Like I said, this is a new game, and yeah, it's one that you guys can play along with. So this is where you guys, we just asked them what they, what they think of here, who they think is high and why. And now I want you guys to tell us. Tell us something we've missed so far. You can use your phone, go to menti.com, plug in the code 1520728, and what have people done so far that makes you think that they might be high? Is it coming up? Am I right? There you go. All right. Let's see some of these questions. Yeah. What have we missed so far? You guys are talking amongst yourselves like, I can't. Huh? Top of the bar? Oh, are you guys doing that? Oh, typing hard. Thank you. Good. I love it. I love your enthusiasm. See, I know. I'm asking probably paragraph questions. Am I right? Yeah, Jim, is there anything that you think, something went wrong? This is a new game, like I said. Oh, fascinating. The game is that it really just we wanted to check in with them even. I guess me even saying new game is maybe even a mess, Guys, I'm always stoned. Here, we're going to eliminate our next person. This is how we get into it. Oh, yeah, wow, great. Here, I'm going to do this. Talk amongst yourselves.
Alex, I'm going to have candy.
Oh, no.
Really? Oh, wait, that's real? I'm so hungry.
I mean, this is the perfect time to eat candy because I'm extremely distracted, obviously. So, I mean, if you had not told me, you might have gotten away with it.
Damn it.
But now it seems insane that you would do that. But we have this other technique you guys know. What I don't even know. Sorry, guys. We can vote the old-fashioned way. But, Jim, then I'm going to ask you to definitely...
This is a person we are eliminating for being stoned, correct?
Yes, so it's who gets the loudest cheers, no narcs. That's what we're looking for. Are you guys cool with that? There you guys go. So, Jim, you will be the final say. Are you guys ready? All right. Who out there thinks that Dan is stoned? Who out there thinks Zach is stoned? Who out there thinks Jordan is stoned? Who thinks Amanda is stoned? I heard a narc. Who thinks that Justin is stoned? Who thinks Ben is stoned? Who thinks Lauren is stoned? And who thinks that Joe is stoned? Oh, a few. Okay, there you go. So, Jim, you've seen a lot of show. We've seen a lot. It's up to you. Who do you think got the loudest cheers? You've seen a ton of show. We've gotten data already about all over the place. Who do you think is definitely stoned? You don't want to be distracted anymore. You want to win. Leave the narc up here.
I gotta go with Ben.
You got to go with Ben. He's been a front runner the whole time.
Yeah.
I understand. Was it anything very definitive about something he's done?
It's just his vibe. No, I don't know. It feels like a personal judgment, but...
Yeah, man, we met. I was like, you're right.
We met at a bar at a comedy show.
I was the same. I was stone cold sober, man. Come on, man.
Really?
I don't know.
Well, guys, give it up for Ben. But Ben, I believe you are eliminated. Clap it up for Ben, everybody.
Sorry, Ben.
Ben. Thank you, Ben. There we go. So now we have 7 players. This is how this is going to go. Oh, man, yeah. Wow, we've already moved on from you, Slide. Here we go. But we get a bunch of things. Thank you guys for saying all these answers. Red eyes. Somebody's got red eyes. Giggling to themselves. Yes. Mommy gave Justin candy. No idea. Okay. Amanda, because she kept zoning out on your questions and you had to repeat. I don't know about that. Amanda has no clue what is happening. Justin giggling like a little girl when he was accused of being high. Amanda hasn't stopped smiling. Justin won't stop smiling, laughing. Dan's lids look heavy. Heavy as hell. Saw mommy grab candy and pass it to Justin. Ooh, people were watching out. See? You got to point that stuff out. Zach is too quiet. Yawning. Ben can't answer a question without forgetting what the question was. We know. Dan looked real confused when walking on stage. Said nudes. Jordan tripped on a piece of candy when he ran up. Almost ate shit. Justin is too psyched. Talked about the CIA. lots of things. Yeah. I mean, were any of these things that you feel like you missed, Jim, or anything you're trying to get? The candy is a big one.
Candy's. I missed the mommy giving Justin candy. Yeah. And then I can't really. I can sort of see people's eyes, but not from your perspective. So I'm trying to watch eye contact up there once in a while, but
there you go.
It's tough.
These are
Real
good.
tough.
These are good tactics. Yeah. Somebody said someone just took a hit. Yeah, go outside. Anyway, this is a good one. Amanda reminds me of a girl who hotboxed a tent with my dad in high school, so that's why. Fascinating. There you go. Yeah, good question. Yeah, that's the question for them. Yeah. Yeah, we just eliminated Ben. I think I could leave this up if you guys want to, push for the next person, but we will move on to our next game, and then we will eliminate another person. Let's move on to our next game. It's Paranoid Schmaranoid. Here's the deal. We all know that stoners, they tend to be anxious. They tend to be paranoid. I'm going to give them another 30-second prompt. I'm going to give them a prompt of a common fear, and all they have to do to prove that they might be sober, that they're not stoned right now, is tell us why that common fear is no big deal. 30 seconds. Again, we're testing your timing, all right? And we're seeing if you go off on a tangent, if you can stay on track. But we're testing out extra things as well. Prove to us that you're not a paranoid stoner. This is Paranoid Schmaranoid. So does anyone feel like going first? Amanda, you can. Joe? Amanda? All right.
All right.
Amanda, this is Paranoid Schmaranoid.
Okay.
For 30 seconds exactly, tell us why artificial intelligence is no big deal.
Because it's intelligent. So that's good. So it's literally in the name, you idiots. Like, come on. It's not, and it's artificial, so it's not real. So it's fake intelligence. So what are you afraid of? Am I Bill Gates? Or no? Am I Bill Gates? What else? Yeah, it's intelligence, and that's smart. You shouldn't be afraid of, unless you're a guy and you're intimidated by smart women. Is it female artificial intelligence, and you're still afraid of fake intelligence? That's pretty fake misogynistic. Okay.
Time. Give it up for Amanda, right? Hell yeah. Don't even worry about artificial intelligence. Zach, are you ready to play this game?
Sure.
This is Paranoid Schmaranoid. For 30 seconds, tell us why Mark Zuckerberg is no big deal.
Mark? You talking about Mark? Mark's good people, man. Mark's good people. He's working class. I like his attitude towards, hard work because he's working class. I keep thinking when he yelled at how he invented Facebook by making fun of that lady. That was fun. Yeah, have you not seen The Social Network? Do I have to hold your hand through a classic movie? Okay, all right.
Give it up for Zach, right? Give it up for Zach. Yeah, Mark. Break him down to size. Dan, are you ready to play this game?
Let's go.
All right, for 30 seconds, tell us why Russia is no big deal.
Oh, Jesus. Isn't Ukraine beating them? I feel like Ukraine's beating them. And Ukraine's like 8 people with like sandals. And then like Russia's a whole thing. And they're not winning against a small place. And then really, I don't know. I just saw the most recent Creed movie, and I think we're still winning, right? Didn't he? He fucked the guy up. He fucked up Drago, and like the dad relationship with the son, like that was a little fun, but they're still working it out. So
time. Hey, give it up for Jan. Jordan, you ready to play this game?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, Jordan, for 30 seconds, tell us why internet trolls are no big deal.
Well, obviously, internet trolls are no big deal because they're either like some fat 13-year-old in their mother's basement, or they're you. So, like, we've all trolled other people online. It's not like, some people are just worse at it than others and, do more of it. But we've all trolled people, so, it's basically, you know who you are, so it's the lesser of two evils thing.
Time. There you go. Jordon, everybody. Justin. Justin, you ready to play this game?
Yes.
For 30 seconds, tell us why forest fires are no big deal.
Who needs the forest? Let me tell you something. When you need parking, there's a forest in the way. Come on, Jersey. Tear down the forest. Put parking there because cars have a future, trees do not.
Time. All right, there you go. Justin, everybody. Lauren, are you ready to play this game?
Yes.
For 30 seconds, up to 30 seconds, let's say. I'm not as strict this time. Give it up. Lauren, for 30 seconds, tell us why identity theft is no big deal.
Well, who wants to be me? You know? I mean, maybe you don't know that, but you will when you see my credit score and everything I've ever bought and the subscriptions I currently have. Someone stole my identity 3 times in 2019 in the same summer. And it's almost as if they just kind of willingly tossed it back. They were like, this is bullshit. I want nothing to do with this. I regret this heavily. So yeah, I guess fuck around and find out. But identity theft, by and large, not that big of a deal because it'll always come back to you. It's like a boomerang, baby.
Time. Lauren, everybody. That was a pretty good answer. Yeah, I'm not worried at all. And Joe, for 30 seconds, are you ready to play this game?
Oh, I'm ready for this one.
All right. For 30 seconds, tell us why failure is no big deal.
Damn, dude, why is everyone like, I'm gonna fucking fail? Who gives a fuck, dude? You know how much shit I failed in high school? And they were like, if you keep fucking around and you're gonna fail out of life. I'm fucking better than everyone. People that I went to high school with died, okay? And I'm still here, baby. Failure just means like, failure means what you were trying to do wasn't meant to be. Who gives a fuck, dude? I failed out of theater class, too. I took theater in college. I failed out of that. Good. I'm still on stage. See that?
Time. Give it up for Joe. Give it up for all of them, right? I think we learned a lot. Jim, did anyone seem afraid?
No. Honestly.
They all felt pretty confident.
Yeah, they did. Very confident stoners.
Yeah, remember, at the very least, most of them are stoned right now, if not all, for sure. So yeah, are you ready to eliminate
Unless
another
Ben was
person?
the sober one.
Right.
We don't
Ben.
know.
We don't know yet, and we won't know till the end. So, Jim, is anyone at the? Do you have to pee or something? No. Sorry, never mind. All right, here we go. Let's vote for the next person we think is stoned up here, and and pay attention. Jim, it's up to you. For sure, yeah. So you guys know, head to menti.com and vote for the player you think is the highest. And Jim, take all the data you can into account. Amanda, Justin. Right, I hear you. I mean, Amanda and Justin are definitely getting the most so far. They're tied. Jim, it is up to you. Did you have a front runner?
Between Amanda and Justin, I'd have to go Amanda.
I understand. Well, it's up to you. You can take this data into account.
No,
There
that's
might
what
be
I
a
said.
few
I said
more
between
votes.
Amanda and Justin.
All right, there you go. And that's your final answer?
Sorry.
Guys,
Yeah.
I think so. Guys, clap it up for Amanda. You are eliminated.
I'm drunk with power.
Okay, cool. Clap it up one more time for Amanda, everybody, right? There you go. And we're going to move on to our next game. We still have 6 players in here. I think Amanda's going to be thankful because our next game is Sing Off. So this is kind of a memory test. This is a performance test. Stoners, they tend to have performance anxiety. You know how that can be. So we're going to see just real quick how much they can perform real fast. We'll see what song they choose, and we'll see if they can remember the lyrics of the song they chose. This is a game for 15 seconds, just 15 seconds, sing anything. So we're just seeing what you choose. We're seeing if you know the lyrics. We're seeing if you can perform it and prove that you're not stoned. That's how this goes. I'll tell you when your time is up. 15 seconds. That's it. Does anyone feel like going first? Joe wants to go first. Let's give it up for Joe.
Yo, should I start?
Whenever you start singing, I'll start your time.
Okay. Here's a little banger. Maybe you heard about this one in the preschool days. It's called the Alphabet Song. A, B, C, D, E, F, motherfucking G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Time. There you go, Joe.
Hell yeah.
Pass that any which way. Pass it to Zach. Yeah. Zach, this is sing off. Sing anything. Prove that you might be sober for just 15 seconds.
Any song.
Anything. Any song.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Happy birthday. Oh, I'm doing it, guys. Don't worry about it. I got it. To you. You can come in. If you want. Happy birthday. Happy birthday,
Time.
dear Jesus.
Give it up for Zach. Hell yeah. There you go. Dan, you're next, I believe. Sing anything for 15 seconds.
Da 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 da. I'm loving it. By men in. Oh wait, no. I thought if I would ever, everybody, rock your body. Oh, what an opportunity.
Time. Dan, everybody. Dan. Great job. Jordon.
I don't know. I mean, I can sing the same song I sang last time I was on the show, right? That's not. I don't get penalized for that.
It's up to them. And now you've let them in. So
I don't know. I'm always pretty comfortable
see how it plays out.
going this route, I guess. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. Oh, la, 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 diddy-da.
Time. Okay, great. Jordan, guys. Justin, whenever you start singing, I'll start your time.
When there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? An invisible man, and it doesn't look good. Who you gonna call?
Time.
Da-da-da-da-da.
There you go. Justin, everybody. And Lauren, this is Sing Off. For 15 seconds, sing anything.
I don't remember the words. I apologize, but
Time. Hey, Lauren, everybody. Give it up for all of them. Jim, is there any... what song would you have chosen?
Probably a Weezer song.
Yeah. Well, none of them chose Weezer. Did that affect how you're thinking?
No, but this was a nice tell. You know, this is a very this is exposed a lot.
I feel you. Well, here, we're going to vote off one more person. We've seen a lot of games so far. So I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. So listen to who has the highest cheers. We've seen so much data, though, so use anything. You are the final decision. Who thinks that Zach is stoned? Feel free to say narc if you think they might be sober. Who thinks Joe is stoned? Seem to get some narcs. Who thinks Lauren is stoned? Some. Who thinks that Justin is stoned? Who thinks that Jordan is stoned? A bunch snark. And who thinks that Dan is stoned? You narcs. Jim, if you need me to do it between just 2 or 3 of them, and not, we can do that. But
I gotta go with Dan because he sang the McDonald's theme song.
All right.
That was the first thing that was on his mind.
All right. So you're eliminating Dan.
Yeah.
Guys, clap it up
Sorry,
for Dan. But Dan, I believe you are eliminated. You've got McDonald's on the brain, and therefore must be insane, as the Cypress Hill might say. So our next game, this is a game. Oh, you know what? I think we're kind of deep in the show. Actually, I might ask you to eliminate 2 people, and then whittle it down to 4. Yeah, for this next game.
2 in this next game?
No, just one more.
One more.
Actually,
One more's
now.
got to go.
I can do it again if you want.
It's got to be Justin then, because he would have been.
Guys, clap it
between
up
him
for
and Dan.
Justin. He has been getting a lot of votes. Yeah, we should be whittling it down. Give it up for Justin. And now we're down to 4. Give it up for these 4 that are still in this. These final 4. Our next game. This is a tough game. This is a game. Sometimes you see everything going on in the game. In all the games we've tested so far, they might tangent. We're looking for accuracy. We're looking for time. This is a game. I'm going to ask each of our players to recite the alphabet backwards, and we'll be timing them. So we'll see if they blurt things out accidentally, and if they have nervous breakdowns, or if they can actually do this kind of real sobriety test. And yeah, Lauren, you've got the mic. Do you want to go first?
I guess, yeah.
All right. So whenever you start, I'll start your time.
All right. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q. Am I right? Are you not allowed to tell me? Word. I got some homies in the audience. Where was I? R, Q. Right. P, O, N, M, L. I've never done this before. I also can't read. What did I say? L, K, J, H, I, or IH? You get what I'm saying. We are in the ballpark of truth. F, E, D. I skipped one somewhere. Maybe not. G. Did I say G? I meant G at a time. Yeah, and then D, C, B, A.
Time.
Word.
Give it up for Lauren. Pretty good job. I thought you gave it your best shot. 1:19. Give it up. Pretty good. Relatively accurate. Said a few other words and sentences. But yeah, the score to beat for sure. Give it up one more time for Lauren. Yeah, great job. Remember, she had to go first. Jordon, it's on you. Whenever you start, I'll start
I feel like we should all know how to do this. I mean, this is on the actual sobriety test, I think. Like, if you get pulled over, I've heard. I think they... And I remember I used to be able to do it. Let's see. Z, Y, X, W, U, V, T. I already fucked it up. S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A.
Time. Jordan. Do you know what letters he messed up?
No.
I switched V and U.
You did
Yeah.
switch V and U, yes. 21 seconds for Jordan. Switched V and U. Take all of this into account. What does that mean to you, you know? 21 seconds. Zach,
I gotta fucking do this too?
give it your best shot.
Okay. Z, Y, X, V, U, T, S, R, P, Q, P. See, I keep going. I went forwards and I went too fast. N, O. I just don't want to. Who would ever want to fucking do this? Does anyone find this entertaining? I mean, it's fun to see someone struggle. I get that, but yeah, I'm not denying that. I don't have to keep it. Come on. BCA.
Time. There you go. Zach, everybody. Yeah, maybe not the most accurate we heard so far, but I think he gave us some information in his brain what was going on. Zach came in at 39 seconds. Pretty good, right? There you go. Does that mean I win? No. But, it's up to them. But that's the second best time so far. Joe, it's on you.
I have never said the alphabet backwards in my fucking life. Every time I got pulled over by a police officer, I showed him my sidearm and he let me go without having to say it backwards. I don't know how to say it. Here goes nothing. Z, X, wait. Z, Y, X, Y, Z. Okay, Z, Y, X, W. Damn, I was even fucking paying attention when people were saying it backwards. I'm like, I gotta fucking pay attention. Now this guy said it, and I don't fucking remember. Z, X, Y. Fuck, man. Z, X, Y, W. Q. Wait, fuck. Damn, dude. Yo, fucking, I think, clearly I lost, but can we agree that the English language is truly a beautiful and unique beast? The same words, the same letters backwards, entirely different thing. And I was fucking singing the regular one 30 seconds ago, right? Damn, how ironic. Well, I fucking lost this one. Maybe I am high.
What?
CBA.
There you go, time. Hey, there you go. Joe, everybody. Joe came in at 54 seconds.
That's a record.
Sort, not really. It's right in there. Somehow, but you made it through. You did very well. Everybody knows that. It's still up to all of us. We've seen so many games. Let's vote up here. Yeah, vote for who you think the highest is. Jim, do you think you could do that at all? You want to give that a shot?
I do not want to try it at all.
You don't want to try that?
His dad's a
No.
cop. Of course he can do it. That was his bedtime story.
Yeah. Yeah, before bed every night he would make me walk a line and touch my nose.
Just to keep making
and
sure
say the alphabet backwards.
you don't have enough sugar or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, people think Zach is pretty high. Jim, how are you feeling about this? Are you going to go with the audience? Do you have people that are already on
I
your
feel
radar?
like Zach is pretty high, but I feel like Lauren struggled with it in a very specific way.
Yeah.
That Zach got kind of angry. So I don't know if I'm going to go with the full audience result on this one.
Oh, okay. But people are voting for Zach. 15 for Zach. Lauren has 10. Now Zach has 16. Joe has 9. Jordon only has 4. Amanda somehow got 1. But that'll happen. Zach now has 17. Jim, yeah, who are you going with?
I'm still going to go with Lauren.
You're going to Lauren? You think Lauren is the highest,
Yeah.
guys? Give it up for Lauren. But Lauren, you are eliminated. Clap it up for Lauren. Oh, taking candy? That's like a confession.
Now she's got the floor candy.
It's like damn near a confession. Obsessed with the candy. The whole show.
Ooh, just the fellas now. It's a 420 miracle.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So this is a game. This is a game we call Name Your Buds. Here's the deal. We started out with 8 players. We have a special guest. We've been saying names all night long. There were even nicknames. There were all sorts of names said tonight. I'm going to ask each of you to take turns, one by one, saying the names said on stage tonight during the show. And here's another trick to this. Everything you say counts as an answer. So if you're like, who was sitting in this chair over here, that's not that person's name. Nobody called them that. We're going to move on to the next person's turn. That counts as your turn. All right, so this is a game we call Name Your Buds. We're just trying to name everybody on stage tonight. Name all the names said is a kind of a secret that I'm giving you, a trick. But yeah, we're just naming every person named on stage tonight, and nicknames count. Does this make sense? Mm-hmm. All right, so this is Name Your Buds, and take your turn is one person, and then pass it down. This is a pretty quick game. You want to begin?
Name one person and then hand it, and then they name somebody else.
Technically, that would be your turn. You
Sick.
see what I mean?
Hell yeah, dude.
Technically, that would have been your turn because it was not a person's name. But I'll let it slide. Let's start the game now. You understand?
Okay. Lauren.
Correct. Pass that.
Dan, also known as Ben.
Nobody called him that. See what I mean? Okay, pass that up.
Amanda.
Yes.
Ben.
Yes.
Joe.
Yes.
Justin.
Yes.
G.
Yes.
Jim.
Yes.
Zach.
Yes.
Phil.
Phil? I don't remember Phil.
Oh, really?
Pass that down.
Alex.
Correct.
Mommy?
Correct.
Pete.
I don't think so.
Really?
Pass that down.
Ferbs.
Correct.
Reagan?
Correct.
Pubes.
You?
Are you? That was the nickname.
I don't think it was.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Come on, really?
I don't think it was.
Alex, come on, it's 420.
Cubes? I don't think so.
Well, that was my nickname for him.
Pass that down.
Chris Pratt.
Yes, correct.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yes, correct.
Twigs.
Incorrect.
Damn, dude.
Chris Pine.
Correct.
How does somebody lose? Because he's already said a bunch of different shit.
It's true.
That's
And
not-
I'll tell you what. I'll give you each one more shot. So yeah, pass that to Joe. See if he can get one more out there.
You can't lose.
He's missed for a long time. I think the person. No, we all know who lost. The game just hasn't ended. But Joe, it's on you. See if you
Okay.
can convince him. Come out with one.
Okay, but for real, there was Ezekiel.
No, incorrect. Pass that down.
Jesus.
Correct.
Right? Somebody said Jesus.
We sang happy birthday to him.
Yes.
Cheech.
Yes, correct. Give it up for the three of them, right? Did somebody say Jordan?
Nobody remembered my name.
You didn't even. Yeah, I honestly. I was so sure someone was gonna say second Ben.
I said my own name, you know.
yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if I counted when you said Dan, technically, but you said Dan.
I did say my own last name.
Yeah, you did.
So technically somebody did say my name.
Yeah, we're all very convinced. However, Jim, did they miss any, or how did you feel? They didn't even get to your nicknames.
No, they use my first names because they're friends.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're gonna vote off 2 people, and we're gonna leave it up here with the one
final
person.
vote?
So this
that was
is who
the
I-
final game. So yeah, so which player? Well, let's do a cheering round just to get a sense of who they think is high, and then we'll vote for the sober person over the internet. And then Jim, it's up to you to eliminate the high people and leave the
Okay.
person we all think is the narc up here.
All right.
So who thinks that Joe is stoned? Oh, we heard one narc. Okay. Who thinks that Zach is stoned? Who thinks that Jordan is stoned? All right. So we see how that goes. Let's see how they vote. Which player is sober? Joe, Jordan, they each have 1 vote. Jim, it will be up to you in the end. Who do you think is the narc up here? I mean, so far, or you can wait for the results, but it's up
I'm
to
curious. Well, yeah, okay, that's going where I thought it would
you.
go.
Jordan, Joe, this is the way you thought it would go.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Oh, it's pretty. There are people that definitely think all 3 in one way or the other. Lauren, Justin, and Amanda all have 1 vote. Ben and Dan do not.
Ben's still not getting votes. for
Yeah,
being
everybody.
sober.
Super sure he was high. Jordan technically has the most votes with 10. Joe is 9. Oh, Joe now is 10.
Oh! Everybody in? Did everybody
Off.
get their votes in?
Now they're tied at 11. Zach is 5. It looks like it's going to be close. It's going to be close for them.
Yeah.
So it is up to you.
No, it just changed.
Just changed. Joe got 1 more. Joe is 12. Jordan 11. Zach remaining at 5. Now Zach at 6. Joe at 14.
I'm working on behalf of my constituents in the audience. I have to say that Joe is the sober one.
Joe is the sober person. So you're
Yeah.
eliminating Jordan. You're eliminating Zach.
Yeah.
You believe they're high. That's what you think these guys think as well, the
Yeah.
majority.
What's everybody doing after this?
Yeah, probably. So Zach, you're eliminated, and Jordan, you're eliminated. Am I right?
Oh, my
yeah, give
God.
it up for Zach. Give it up for Jordan.
Good job.
But you guys are eliminated. Oh my God, taking a piece of
Yikes.
candy.
Is this
so
where I pee in a cup to find out if I'm stoned?
basically, just tell us, are you the sober person? Give one
Folks.
time, real quick, actually, give it up for Joe. He's the last person on stage.
We did it.
And we hope that's what we think. Tell us, are you sober or are you stoned?
Folks, I have a confession to make. I'm high.
Oh, no. Well,
Yikes.
Well, you made it to the end. Give it up one more time for Joe. He did it. I've got some stuff for you. And is our sober person? Can the sober person hear me? Who was the sober person? Can you come back out on stage? The narc. Are you within the sound of my voice? I believe.
Maybe they died.
Maybe they died.
Damn.
Of sobriety.
Sober person, can you get back up here? Get back up here.
Oh, shit!
It was Get back up here! Get back up here! Oh, I don't know. What? Oh, all right.
Oh, she left.
Oh, you're saying it was... Oh, okay. It was Amanda? Okay.
Ooh.
Does everybody, the rest of you guys get back up here? I know, we went a little long, I think, for Amanda. But, yeah. The rest of you guys get back up here if you can. If you guys don't mind. Give it up for all our players, right?
We shall take a bow.
Yeah, we
should
can take
all
a bow.
bow.
Well, I want to ask all you guys. Yeah, Joe, just confirm it for us. Yeah, pass that mic.
Yeah.
And just so we can definitely reveal. Are you Ben? Were you the sober person or are you stoned?
No, I was high. Yeah.
All right, there you go. Pass that mic, Zach. Are you sober?
No.
All right, Lauren.
Super high.
There you go.
Very smart.
Justin.
They're selling stuff in the back. I asked them. I wanted the one that makes me not feel guilty.
Sounds like you're high. Dan, or Jordan, I mean. Sorry, Jordan.
I mean, this is not the highest I've been today, but pretty high.
And Dan, you could either confirm that you're the sober person.
No,
or
yeah, I'm high.
All right, there you go. All right, it was Amanda. I think we can confirm. But yeah, I think we ran a little long for Amanda. Guys, give it up for all of them. Thank you guys for hanging out with us in 420. Give it up for Jim Tews. Give it up for Dan Friggolette, Justin Williams, Lauren Leruex, Ben Siy-Hian, Zach Sims, Jordon Ferber, and Joe Gorman.
And Alex Grubard.
I'm Alex Grubard. Thank you, Sip Studios. Happy 420. Come up for some candy. I've got a giant bowl of candy to give away. I've got some other goodies if you want to hang out and chat for a minute. Thank you guys so much. I'm Alex Grubard. Move along. Show's over.